I'm like the water when your ship rolled in at night. Rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife. And if it wasn't, life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man. Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nathan. Today we have a tutorial for the song Willow from Taylor Swift's brand new album, Evermore. And in case you like these kind of acoustic-y, folksy style songs and you want to learn them on guitar, go ahead and subscribe down below because I've got lots of content like this already on the channel and more plans for it in the future. So go ahead and subscribe down below to get notified about that. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Here we go. This song has some pretty stripped down chords, so I'm going to teach them to you as I teach you the main riff, which is going to have our capo on the 5th fret, and we're going to be using chords in B minor. This is definitely one of the harder riffs that I've had to teach, so I'm going to split it up into 4 sections for you guys. The first, then the second, the third, and finally. The first section is going to start off on this B minor shape and transition to an A over B is the best I can describe it. So the B minor is going to have our pointer on the 2nd fret of the A, our pinky on the 4th fret of the G, and ring on the 3rd fret of the B. And then it's going to move to pointer on the 2nd fret of the A, middle on the 2nd fret of the G, and ring on the 2nd fret of the B. So you're going to start off the measure by striking with your thumb on the roots of the chord, so on the A string. And then with your pointer and your middle finger, you're going to strike the G and the B strings. Then from here, you're going to take these 2 fingers, you're going to slide them down 1 fret, and then your pinky is going to pull off, and your pointer is going to fret the 2nd fret on the G string. So then a little faster so you can hear it. And then you're going to strike with your pointer and middle again. So that whole measure all together will sound like this. Moving out of the first section, we're going to take our pointer finger off the 2nd fret of the A string. So now we're going to play an open A and keep our other 2 fingers in the same spot. And from there, we're going to do a little pull off with our middle and our ring finger to a G over A chord. So it's the same picking pattern as the first section. We're going to strike with our thumb, then pointer and middle, and then strike with our pointer and middle again. So now at full speed. The first 2 sections can be repeated 3 times over in the main riff, and it's going to sound like this. And then for the 4th measure, we're going to move into sections 3 and 4. For the 3rd section, we're going to move into this modified G chord position, which is going to have your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the low E, and then your pointer is going to bar the G and the B strings on the 2nd fret. So then you're going to strike on the low E with your thumb, then same 2 strings, the G and the B with your pointer and middle, and then as you strike them, you're going to do a pull off with your pointer finger. And then you're going to strike one more time with your pointer in your middle. So at full speed. Now moving into the 4th section, that's the little walk down and walk up riff. You're going to put your pinky on the 5th fret of the D string, ring finger on the 4th fret of the D, and pointer on the 2nd. So you're really only going to strike once on the D string, and you're going to do a pull off and a hammer on, down and up. So slowly. And that's definitely the hardest part. It does take some work, but really work at getting your muscle memory into that so you can get your hand in that position quickly and pull off the whole walk down and walk back up. So combining sections 3 and 4, so we're going from our modified G shape, it'll sound like this. Now the whole riff, starting on the B minor shape, it'll sound like this. Now as you guys heard at the beginning of this video, this can be used for the intro as well as the verses. I'm like the water when your ship rolled in that night, as well as the chorus. The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. And then it's just going to switch up a little bit in the bridge. The riff for the bridge is going to be using a lot of the same chords, picking pattern, and just structure as a whole. It's just going to be shortened a little bit. So we're going to use sections 1 and 2 once. And then we're going to play section 3 on our modified G chord twice. So then with the words, life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. You count me out time and time again. And then just for the outro, you can use the main riff, and now you should know how to play the entire song. And like I said to you guys before, this is probably one of the toughest riffs that I've had to learn and then teach to you guys. So don't be concerned if it takes you a long time. This probably took me a full week of working pretty much exclusively on this song to really get the riff down. But once I got it down, it sounds so cool. And this song in general is awesome. So put in the work, take the time, rewatch the sections if you need to, and just follow along slowly, and I know you can do it. So, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was helpful. If it was, please feel free to give this video a like. I'd really appreciate that. If you're interested in any of the guitar gear that I have, or any of the filming gear that I'm using, I've got links to Amazon in the description, and if you do end up buying using those links, it does help out the channel, so I'd really appreciate that. You can find my original music in a playlist in that top right corner. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you later.